the guy who was shot, the United Healthcare CEO. Listen, I understand this man's a father. Neither of us ever think violence is the answer. But who is this man? Because when you look at why this man might be targeted, there's insider trading stuff. You told me he was like tanking teachers. I don't understand this.
Again, out of empathy, I would say, let's sing his praises too on what he did do right. He graduated, I heard, from a town of 1,200 people. He finished valedictorian of his high school, a very smart individual. I'm sure his parents were very proud. And he climbed the corporate ladder and made his way up to being CEO of United.
Okay.
But what did he do with that power, right? Power, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You can choose which wolf to feed. You know that old adage, do you feed the light or do you feed the dark? And I'm sorry. When you look at the history and you look at the record, he fed the dark. He fed the dark. He implemented AI algorithm programs that rejected 90% of claims artificially, denying coverage to 90% of people. And then they go, whoops, sorry, accidental, right? Didn't mean to.
90%?
90% of claims were getting denied via their AI algorithm, and they got busted with it. The other thing that happened is they were facing a Department of Justice investigation as an organization for the monopoly that they have, for bullying, intimidating, for their tactics, for putting people out of business, for their corporate capture of these medical practices, for forcing pay. It's a monopoly. And so they're facing DOJ investigation. They know that was going to go public. And this guy unloaded $15 million in stock before the news could break, plummeting teacher and firefighter retirement plans. And the only reason this became public knowledge is the the Hollywood firefighter department sued United Healthcare because he cost them their fucking retirements. And these guys are multi-millionaire. You had a chance to do something good and you chose to do something bad. You were implicit in the death of millions of Americans. What happened to him was tragic. But what is happening to all of these innocent people who are battling cancer, who are battling osteoporosis, who are being drugged and doped to death is a bigger tragedy. I'm sorry. They are the innocents. They are the ones losing their lives. They are the mothers, brothers, sisters. I lost my brother to this crisis, to an opioid crisis that never should have happened in the fucking first place. Because if we look at how it happened, the FDA was captured by Purdue. That individual went to go work for Purdue once they gave them the golden ticket and let them put that drug on the market. Then the PBMs negotiated a deal with Purdue to get a kickback. So they made just as much money as Purdue Pharma on this crisis of addiction and abuse. Then they put in when we talk about deny, delay, the safety nets to prevent opioid abuse are the pharmacogenetic tests we talked about. Let's identify if this patient can even metabolize this drug. Let's identify if they're going to be a slow, fast, or moderate metabolizer and be at risk of ODing and dying. They took that safety net. The insurance company said, no, we're not going to cover that. Denied. Gone. So now you have no way to get a blueprint for success. Okay, second safety net. We can test them with a toxicology screen to make sure they don't divert or abuse this drug. Denied. Gone. Insurance companies got rid of it. So now we have no way to tell that this patient that you prescribed a year worth of fucking opioids is not taking it and selling it on the black market, diverting it to somebody else, or overutilizing it. Okay? And then the last pillar is alternative care. Compounding pharmacies. Let's go back to it. We were making non-abusive, non-addictive pain creams that treat neuropathic pain, injuries just like the one Luigi suffered from. Could have been treated with a non-abusive, non-addictive topical, but it wasn't. Why? Because they hate compounding pharmacies because we don't pay to play. We don't give them a kickback. Purdue Pharma did. So Purdue Pharma bought its way into a market share, bribed the FDA, bribed the pharmacies, bribed all the insurance companies, and they got everyone chronically addicted to opioids, and they printed billions of dollars off of it while we died in the streets. Don't tell me these people are innocent. They're criminals. They should all be federally indicted and tried.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure to let me know what guests you want to see on in the future.